For the pop of fun. Hello, beautiful creatures of the internet. I am your armchair quarterback, Mango Joe. It's Sunday morning. It is Sunday, Heon. It very much is a Sunday morning. Good morning. How are you? As always, in the description, you'll find links to the Petty Fam. You'll find links to the stream pervs I'm on the shared StreamYard with. You'll find links to the Black Beans, Tito and Yato. Tito, funnier than Yato. Always and forever. You'll find my master list of U.S. resources. Everything from LGBTQIA plus resources to domestic violence resources to reproductive health resources. So there's a bunch of shit in there. Go check it out. Pinned at the top, of course, is the Small Human Help Fund stuff. If you would like to help, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you, Small Human. I appreciate your input. We're in our hotel saga. You gotta love a hotel saga. Yeah. So, where's my thing? Aha, there I am. Now let me say hi to everyone. Let me say good morning. Good morning, Alibis. And yes, waking up drunk is infinitely better than having a hangover. This morning, I made the mistake of eating a bowl of cereal with milk. I'm lactose intolerant as fuck. That's a problem for future Mango. No, fuck me, it's Sunday. It is Sunday. Good morning, Heon. Good morning, J. Troy. Good morning, Sydney. I hope you're doing well today. Good morning, Beck. It's lovely to see you as well. Hey, folks. I'm at work but listening in. Good morning, Graveyard Flowers. I hope that work goes well for you today. Good morning, Dee. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right. So, what have we got on the docket today? We've got some Tony Chase. We haven't talked to him in a bit. We haven't checked in on him, so we're gonna check in on him and make sure that he's alive, I suppose. We've got some old Shanny talking about how she's Barney the dinosaur and how she's not afraid of black Hebrew Israelites. That's gonna be fun. Oh, and then I have an early 2019 video from Chris we're gonna watch called Poor Shanny for Christ. So yeah. And then after this, I will be over on Lizard's channel torturing everybody with bad food for brunch. It's going to be fabulous. Good morning, Red Royals. It's lovely to see you too. So, how's Tony been? Let's see what Tony's been up to.
Doing this is very important in reference to the crimes of government trying to make me look old. I was in a coma when I was little. I was in a coma for a long time. And there's guidelines and laws that in reference to a person, if they've been injured by government or the government's tried to murder them or the government's tried to steal from them.
When did the coma arc start? I haven't heard this one. Tony has a lot of things going on in his life. The government man stole his teeth. The government man stole his inches. The government man chokes his cat from the laser. Government man has done a lot of things to Tony Chase. But I didn't know that they injured him and put him in a coma. That one's a new one. Good morning, Mindy. I hope you're doing well today. The lols. Yes, the lols. Does the coma explain it all? Absolutely not. Tony is just Tony, because he thinks that the government put him in a coma. They injured him.
Or the government has tried to steal, like they're trying to steal my identity. Like my age is not the same as what some people would think. Meaning like When I was little, the government tried to murder me and I was in a coma. So those years don't count against my age in any negative way. But like in reference,
That's not how that works. That is your birthday is your birthday. Uh, uh, Becky, you've never seen Tony, have you? Good morning. This is Tony Chase. This is Tony Chase. We haven't caught up with Tony in a while, so we're catching up with some Tony.
to like certain branches of the companies of my mother and father's companies, they could have filed retirement uh, documents for me in certain positions. I could never retire being the owner of any of the companies. I could never retire that way. I'm always the owner and top person of the companies forever. So that doesn't ever change. But in reference to these government men trying to murder me and trying to steal positions at my mother and father's companies, those people have to get prosecuted for trying to murder me and trying to steal from me. But these
Yes, he is.
government people have tried to play this game of
Yes.
damaging my looks, trying to make me look old. Now, you know, my father was over.
So wait. I've been doing it wrong these years. I can have certain years in my life not count. Apparently, only if the government tries to kill you and puts you in a coma. Apparently, that's like that's the only situation that he has given so far. But like, yeah. What else you got for us, Tony?
9 feet tall. My mother was over 7 feet tall. So, you know, in reference to
His his father was over 9 feet tall. His father was 9 feet tall. Can you believe that? God damn.
history and facts, I'm going to get taller in the future. So, you know, I'd always look young. Even if I grew like a millimeter every few months, you know, a couple millimeters every few months in reference to height. So, but you know, I could grow faster than that. But the point of information, these people trying to play these games of manipulations and abuses, it's total bullshit. They do not have a right wasting years of my life and then trying to make me look old. That is a crime. The physical assault from satellite is a crime in itself. The damaging of the face, the teeth, the nose, or the ears, or the face, or the legs, them trying to cripple me, it's attempted murder. They tried to cripple me back in the 80s.
Tony, the government's not trying to do that to you. I promise. I promise. Yeah, they're trying to make him look old. He only stayed his height that he is right now so that he could look young. I honestly have no idea how old this dude is either. Like, I don't get it. I don't think he's ever actually like said his age before. But yeah, Tony Chase just needs us all to know that the government man attacking him like this is against the fucking law. They should be prosecuted. Gotta be prosecuted. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. Good morning, Watermelon Pocky. This guy's like a male version of Gail Cord Schuler. In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Tony Chase is very much responsible for himself. He does work. Like he goes through a temp agency and he does like manual labor and shit. Like he works, he pays his bills, he does his thing. He just posts some silly, goofy stuff on the internet sometimes. World's tallest recorded man was 8 feet 11 inches tall. He was also over 400 pounds and had the biggest hands and feet, obviously. Yeah. Her middle name is Cord? Yeah, her name is Gail Cord Schuler. I actually think that if memory serves, I think her middle name is actually her maiden name. I'll have to look it up. I knew a guy who said the government was tracking him. I said, dude, the government doesn't know you even exist. You're literally nobody. I mean, technically, the government tracks us all the time because of our phones and stuff. Uh, like if they really wanted, if he finally popped on their radar, they would have like years of shit. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Like government already has all your information if you have like a driver's license, if you fill out an application for anything, if you have to get your social security card renewed or not renewed, but resent to you. Like, wouldn't it be shitty if we had to renew social security cards? Sorry, the ADHD is kind of hidden. So, Shanny's not afraid of black Hebrew Israelites. I didn't know there was a reason to be afraid of them.
Do you honestly think I'm afraid of the black Hebrew Israelites? Why would I be afraid of false believers? Why would I believe and be afraid of men who's not protected by the Lord Jesus Christ? Why would I be afraid of them? Why? Because they're loud? Oh, is it because they're black men and you think you can intimidate a white woman with black men?
What? What? I don't. Are people trying to threaten you with the black Hebrew Israelites? Or were they trying to, considering how old this is? Because, why? You don't pass as a Christian in general. Like, I do believe that you would fall under the whole false believer ideal there, Shannon. Is this her shrewd phase? Or rather, conservative phase with covering her hair? I think this was like right at her very brief conservative phase. This was uh, this was February 2019. So this was after they were in Colorado apartment number 1. Yeah. Anything that deals with religion, I stay away from. I can't deal with any religious BS of any sort. Good morning, Drunken Crow. It is absolutely lovely to see you. And yeah, that makes sense. I mean, my whole thought is like, if your religion is not being used to further marginalize the already marginalized or to cause harm and strife to someone else, then I don't care what you do. Believe what you believe, you know? But the moment that you start hurting others in the name of whatever your belief system is, nah, it's fucking over. Like, I don't respect your religion. Because that's not what religion is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about hurting others. So, my thought process.
Is that what it is? Because even though my skin is white, most of my life I spent living poorly with the black people. Okay? I've seen the disparity. I've lived it.
Okay, did you see that disparity when you were allegedly spending all of that time in Italy? Or did you see it when you were living in Michigan? Or did you see it when you were living where, like, you lived? What? Shanny, it's very obvious that you haven't spent too much time with black friends. Sorry. Because, well, you wouldn't be acting like that. You wouldn't say the things that you say. You know what I mean? In the name of Jesus, praise the soup. All praise the soup. Soup is the best. Good morning, Arcsidium. Comrade, it's our thought process. Yes. Yes, it is, twin. Yes. With the black people. The black people. Yes, it's very important. That distinction right there that she puts the. Indigenous wrists and whatnot. Oh, we see how she treats Gman. Yeah, well, I mean, she recently called him the N-word to his face. There's no video footage of it, but both Gman and Rev talked about that interaction. Gave their own accounts. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle of that. Shanny isn't racist. She probably has a colored TV. Probably. Shanny can't be racist. She doesn't run. God damn it, Arcsidium.
I've been arrested. Unfairly.
No, you haven't. Anytime I've seen you get arrested, it's actually been quite fair.
I know how it is. I get it. I get it. Okay? But when I was arrested, I wasn't judged on my skin color. I was judged on my mental disability. I was judged.
What mental disability? Seriously, what mental disability? Because if you're talking about BPD, that's not a mental disability. BPD is a personality disorder. Can you get put on disability for it? Sure, if you meet very, very strict criteria, but which you do not. It is not a disability for you. It's a personality disorder. Both Rev and Shanny call Gman. I'm not going to say it. The N-word with the R every single day. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah. Nah, it's unfair for the people arresting you because they got to try to put cuffs around them ham hocks. The last time, the other arrest footage that we have of Shanny, they did initially get her into one pair of cuffs. They had to get a second pair to, give her arms more room. And she tried to fight them while they were putting the cuffs on. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, please. Girl, you sat on the ground. Mental degradation, more like. Yeah. You do. You absolutely do, Sydney. A lot of people do. And that's okay. What's not okay is trying to use your personality disorder as an excuse to be a bitch. Like Shanny does. Slabby doesn't know the difference between a disability and a disorder. That is also true.
on that first before the truth actually came out and the court found in my favor when it actually happened. But I spent I spent 2 days, or no, actually 3 days in jail based on the assumption that my mental illness could make me do something like that. So I understand being judged unfairly by the police. So don't even bring that fucking shit up with me. Don't fucking bring up the fact that I found a man and he happened to have money as a bad thing, because I guarantee most women who found love don't care about money.
You care very, very much about the money. You care so fucking much about the money that you wasted it all with no return on investment in any of the shit that you purchased. You burned through 3 apartments in Colorado. Every time you moved, you bought new beds. Which, I mean, I can understand that. Like, none of y'all were using the toilet, so. But still. Every time I see these cows get arrested, I think I'm not that white. I am also not that white.
Just happened to have happened that way.
It happened to happen that way. You steamrolled into his life. He gave you money to go get a hotel room after you were kicked out of your parents' house because you assaulted your dad, and after you allegedly had been staying with a friend, because I don't know if that friend exists, but you allegedly had been staying with a friend, and you overstayed your welcome there. So, I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure that she is playing that background music. Yeah. It's weird like that. But no, you showed up on his doorstep with your kids, bro. Invested in DoorDash. Yeah, she did invest heavily in DoorDash. Heavily invested in DoorDash. I usually don't dabble in this kind of content, but it's fucking Mango, so I'll come when I can. Aw. Thank you, Drunken Crow. You're a sweetheart, and I'm glad to have you here.
But I'm not afraid of black Hebrew Israelites. They can do whatever they want. They can go and even break in my house and try to rape me all they want. But I guarantee I will.
What the fuck? What? Man, that racism just can't stop, can it, Shanny? No, it can't. That was that was something. You know, I pretty fucking positive no one's going to do that, Shanny. Pretty fucking positive. The amount of racism in this kind of rivals TJ from last night's Geek Room. I didn't watch the Geek Room last night. I fell asleep. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I forgot she said that, but isn't she alleged? Yes, she is. She is. I know we all say allegedly, but like based on the way that her mom acted about it and talked about it, like it very much does seem like that was the case. So TJ, runs the goddamn podcast with Carrie, who is a former bestie of Shanny. Oh yeah, I saw the video that 21 put out. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I know, that poor pole. You don't want to get gray on that.
Fight their asses, and I probably will win. Because I know how to fight.
No, you don't. You just have arms that you can shake at them. Just shake your arms. Like you did to the cop. I got you, Griffin Doggo. Shanny emits an acidic miasma. Brings 50 Shades of Grey to a different level. Massive enough to be a gray hole. Oh my god. You guys. Now they're ridiculous. She does run fast when she's mad. And when she's hungry. You know what else she can do? Walk around a grocery store just fine and stand on her feet to cook food. I know how to fight. Also, Shanny, I have serious mental health problems. Help. Yep. She does. Didn't you know? Her serious mental health issue is being a fucking liar.
And I know how to take you guys down. It's not
She
that
gets
hard.
shangry.
So no, I'm not afraid of the black Hebrew Israelites. So you can come at me all you want, because I'm an Edomite. All you're judging is on skin color. You're calling me the racist while you're the one who's actually the racist. You're judging me on my skin color and saying, just because this happened, it's because I'm white and he's black, and it has to be a race issue. It couldn't be the fact that he lied about where he was putting the money that I was giving him. It couldn't possibly be that.
What the fuck is she talking about? Oh, God, Shanny, stay in your lane. She can't. Have you seen how big she is? Also, good morning, QTC. It's lovely to see you. She wants so bad to be oppressed. She does. I don't... No, nobody, wants to be oppressed like this. Nobody wants to be this oppressed. The people that are oppressed do not want to be oppressed. What's wrong with her? Good morning, Tailored Noir. I have recovered some spoons. Feeling okay this morning. Gonna torture people on brunch after this over at Lizard's channel. Yeah. Also, if you guys would like to help with spoons, figuratively and quite literally, you can go there to the Small Human Help Fund. It'd be much appreciated if you can. I have 2 houses to look at on Tuesday. Woot woot. Is it weird? I think she looks better with dark hair. No, it's not weird, because, she does. She looks better with her natural hair color. You also can't tell how greasy it is most of the time when it's that color. Oh yeah, she desperately wants to be a victim. She's a pretty big population to oppress.
It couldn't possibly be about being actually taken advantage of.
You weren't taken advantage of. Gman did the work on the house. Gman, instead of like buying food, or instead of paying for his phone like he wanted him to, he bought food, which I think is fair. Food is kind of more important than his phone bill. But like after he made this video and fucking got Rev involved, Rev made his own video apologizing to Gman because he did the work. He didn't take advantage of you. You kind of took a little bit of advantage of him because like you sold him the house for $1 with like all the back taxes and shit on it and all of the work that needed to be done and all of the money that he was going to have to pay out of pocket. But as always, G-Man wins. G-Man sold the house. Oh, that was the other time. So Shady gave him a good bit of money, and he did pay for his blog talk radio with one of those payments. He paid for blog talk, then he paid for food instead of his phone. There's actually a video of Shanny raging at him over him paying for food instead of his phone. There is video proof of that. So I'll find it sometime. It's actually really fucking funny. Because she does this thing where she's like trying to be intimidating, I guess. Doesn't work. Oh, no one wants to take advantage. No one does. Here's the question. Drop Slabby in a vat of hot soapy water with scotch pads or cold pressure washer to scrub the barnacles, warts, and other polyps off her? Oh, both. Both. Pressure wash first, then into the hot soapy water with scotch pads. Both. All that money and no dick. Nope. None. Zero dick. Be here still, just gotta hunt Raytheons for parts. You have fun hunting them. You enjoy the hunt. Hopefully the hunt is good this morning.
See, the person who you're trying to protect was actually doing the same thing that white people did to you for years. They stole your homes. They stole your stuff. They stole your inheritance. That's what he's doing to me. Do you not see the injustice? But because you can't look beyond your own prejudice, you're just going to look at my skin color. You're just going to see this white flesh. And you're going to automatically assume that I'm in the wrong when it's actually the person who's been going at you over and over and over again for years and not allowing you to express your faith the way you want to. So if you want to go and try to hold me back, fine, go ahead, call me the racist, when it's actually you're the ones who are being the racists and you're the ones who's judging unfairly. Maybe you should go after the person who actually attacks you all the time, not the person who actually tried to help the black man.
That was a lot to take in. So, you having a transactional relationship with Gman, a very, very transactional relationship with Gman, means that you are, quote, helping the black man, end quote. So people shouldn't call you racist. There's a lot to unpack there with that statement. A lot to unpack. I'm in the wrong. Yeah, she's in the wrong. She's in the wrong. White, slabby, or an obese gray alien who saps bank accounts and give men VD. Yeah. She's in Iran. This was when she was just in Colorado. before they tread the whole Colorado Japan thing. Yes, Shanny, you're very much in the wrong. You're not making some inspirational speech. No. There's no inspiration to be had here. Performance activist Shanmu. Yes. Very much a performance activist. I love that stuff. It makes me giggle so much. Thank you, Tailored Noir. You're a sweetheart. Fucking. Yay. Let me update this. Hold on. Doop. Doop. Boop. And yes, for the uppercase claps. Right now, because the temperature dropped very, very suddenly last night, and it's raining and it's like really shitty outside. So Small Human is currently curled up in bed, getting some extra sleep. And he didn't go to bed until like 2-3 o'clock this morning. But he also has a new tooth coming in, new adult tooth coming in, and so he is very uncomfortable. Poor guy. He'll probably aggressively clap at me later. That's his favorite activity. Let me update the pin. There we go. There we go. I also need more coffee. Because I had coffee this morning with creamer in it. Again, not the best idea for someone that's lactose intolerant, but again, that's future Mango's problem. It's 18 degrees here and I hate going outside for a cig. I bet. Like, that. No, too cold. Too cold. And finishing off the last NOS and Mellow Yellow. You know, I always liked Mountain Dew more than Mellow Yellow because Mellow Yellow seems to go flat really fast. At least in my opinion. Teething tablets work on most ages. Ooh, I will actually see about putting some of those on our grocery order when I do that later today. Teething tablets. Has she ever left the U.S.? Serious question. I think that her mom did confirm that when she was like super little, they went over to Italy for like a visit or something, but like nothing like that, you know? I think she left the US once when she was like super little, and that was it. Apparently we still have Throwback, but they are now charging $7.50 a case. Ooh. Like honestly, I'm trying to get used to like the price difference here for like sodas and stuff, because down in the South, like sodas were always on fucking sale. Like all the fucking time. So instead of being like $7.50, $8 for a 12-pack of fucking sodas, it was always like $3-4 maybe. Always on sale. Never really got into energy drinks. It depends on the energy drink. For me, like I like Bang, but depends on the flavor of Bang and the flavor of Rain. But I try not to drink them too often because, like, if I drink that much caffeine in one sitting, I go to sleep. Knocks me the fuck out. You've used the Highland teething tablets as an adult? Perfect. I'll put those on the list. Because he used to use those when he was younger. I didn't realize that they would still, like, work at his age. You know what I mean? So I'll put those on the list. Thank you. We do not have a coffee maker, and I don't like drinking warm bean juice waking up. That's fair. Also, thank you, Alibis. You're a doll and amazing. And I got to update stuff again. Hold on. Boop, 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 doop, doop. Doop. No, highlight. There. So I also got to do laundry today, too. Good morning, Yami. I hope you're doing well. Soda, pop, or Coke? What does everyone say? Soda. It's just soda. I think it's only in like particular parts of the South where they call everything Coke. Because someone was like, "Oh, you must call everything Coke because you're from the South." I'm like, "No, I call shopping carts Buggies." And Lizard hates it. I say soda because I'm a Yankee. I say soda because I'm not a Yankee. Wait, which is it? I go through phases, but cold caffeine is routine after hot caffeine, and it keeps me from napping somehow. Makes sense. If my caffeine is not distributed to me in the right way, then it makes me really fucking tired because, like, ADHD, your little dopamine that gets shot out of your brain and has to make its way to the receptor doesn't make its way to the receptor. It goes on a side quest. That's what ADHD is. And caffeine usually helps the dopamine go from the receptor, like get transferred over to the right place. It helps it find the direction, but it does it way too fucking fast, and it makes me exhausted. The weather is ass. Today the weather is ass. Oh God, you say buggy. I thought we were friends. We are friends, Dee. We are friends. We very much are friends. At least I hope we're still friends after this. Take an Adderall and nap. I can nap on Adderall. People are like, "How do you do that?" I'm like, because like it makes the brain work great. Sometimes you need a nap. I like naps. Fizzy drink? Crazed. Who the fuck goes like a fizzy drink? Aha! I knew it.
And the black man took advantage of the white person, and the white person got pissed off and decided not to help the black man anymore. Maybe, how about this? Think of it this way. Maybe if the black man didn't take advantage of the white person, maybe the white person wouldn't say goodbye to the black man. Does that make more sense to you?
No. That sounded like word salad. Word vomit, actually. That was very unintelligible.
All you can think about is skin color. You can't look beyond skin color. You can't look at truth and what actually happened. Instead, you look at my white skin and you say I'm racist. Well, fuck you. You're the one who's looking at skin color, not me. Okay? I believe in Martin Luther King's words when he says,
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Please do not that. Shanny, why are we even making this about race in the first place? This wasn't some social uproar. This was some dumb fuck personal transaction. Yeah, it was some dumb fuck personal business between her and Gman. And like, I understand Gman goes after Black Hebrew Israelites, but like, no one's threatening you, Shanny. No one's threatening you. MLK had a dream, and it wasn't Shanny. Oh, fuck. That's a good one. That's a good one.
to judge a man by the content of his character, not by the color of his skin. And the content of the person you're sticking up for, their character is shitty, and it makes the black man look bad. So if you want to go and look at color, if you want to make things a race issue, there's the race issue. Maybe you should tell the black man to stop being an asshole to white people so white people wouldn't be assholes back to the black man. Do you got it now? Or do you need to turn this into a race issue instead of what actually fucking happened? Morons.
A lot of things were said there. Most of them unintelligible. Shanny, your character is poorly explained and you need a complete fucking rewrite. Yeah. Oh my god, white people need to stop quoting MLK horribly. White people only quote Martin Luther King whenever it suits their own racist narrative. Because I can't be racist. Martin Luther King said this. I hate when racist white people default to Martin Luther King, famously known for saying, "My dream has unfortunately turned into a nightmare." Yep. Morons. I may be drunk, but I know that was stupid as fuck. It was Drunken Crow. It was. Always out of context, always one-dimensional, always watered down. Let's see. Let's see what Chris has to say. For those of you that don't know, ain't nobody important. I can't be racist. I can't run to begin with. Damn knees. Yes, the Shanny days of her trying to say she is justifiably right in saying the N-word to Gman. I mean, still says it. The convenience of being white. Sources and context where? Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is Chris. Chris is her ex-husband, the one that everyone seems to be cool with now. He's admitted to doing a lot of things fucking wrong. And he's told us a lot of things about Shanny. And I appreciate the fact that he has admitted fault in a bunch of shit. Like that's a good people. Good people can admit when they're wrong and when they fucked up. Good morning, PT Ham. Chris did run. Chris did a good job of running. Chris is doing very well now. Now, this video of Chris came from early 2019. So after Shanny and the boys were living with Rev and they had made their way out to Colorado. Good morning. Wait, it's morning? Where did the night go? I don't know. I think it ran away. Good morning, Milky. Yes, I will report all suspicious activity to Discord staff. Don't worry. Chris did upgrade. Yes. Yeah, he cheated, but he got out. And that's okay. When it comes to cheating, like if you are in a monogamous relationship, poly and opening up things was never on the table. It was always going to be a monogamous relationship. I don't think cheating is cool. Like you should have that open, honest conversation with the person. If you're thinking about cheating, then you need to just be like, yo, what's up with the relationship? Because, like, yeah, obviously something's wrong if you are considering cheating. However, comma space. If you cheat to get out of a particular situation, like some sort of domestic violence situation, I will not fault you for that. Sometimes you have to figure out a way out, and sometimes that is the way out. But yeah, in a way, he was being abused, so he found his way out. Also, I can fix her. You can't fix her. Quit trying to fix Shanny. It's not how that works. Milky, we're going to have a serious talk about this. No. If he cheated on Shanny, I don't blame him. I don't either. Exactly. It's a means to an end. I still swear on the timeline Shanny cheated with Rev first, then Chris said fuck it and did it physically versus Shanny's phone cheat. Yes. Also, Rev paid a bill for Chris and Shanny. What about user 2? Where's user 2? I didn't see user 2. User 2 here? This is funny though, Shanny. Wouldn't touch the gray. Ugh. The gray. Monogamy, in my opinion, is not natural for Homo sapiens. I mean, whether it is or is not natural, like, I don't think it really matters. I think the only thing that matters is, especially in this day and age, as long as people are comfortable enough in themselves and in other people to be able to have the open and honest conversation about where they are personally when it comes to that, then whatever, you do you. Like, I personally could not do a poly thing right now because, like, I have issues from trauma. But that shit happens. You know what I mean? Ah, but mahogany. Yes, mahogany is very natural for everyone. I couldn't really be mad at him. He knew what he did was wrong, and honestly, that made him 100% better than what Shanny ever said about him. He's willing to admit he was wrong, and he already apologized. Exactly. Exactly, Yummy. Because Shanny and Riv have recently started bringing him up again, being like, oh, he owes Shanny an apology. He owes this. He already did. He's already apologized. What more do you want? Good morning, Widow's Son. Lovely to see you. All right, let's get as much of this out of the way as possible because, well, after this, I've got brunch. So, yeah.
Hey guys.
Morning, Chris.
Dave the Odd here. We're back. I've been away for a while, busy doing stuff, improving my life, stuff like that. Not bitching about my problems. But in this video, maybe my last video, maybe not, who knows? I don't know. But I figure, what the fuck? Who cares? You know, I didn't want to necessarily do this, make videos like this, because didn't want to give
That's real gross.
Satisfaction of my attention and my time. But I think it's after a couple of years of her just talking some mad shit, I think it's time for me to just put out a video saying, yeah, well, hold on a second. You got all the events quite right. Of course, I'm referring to Shanny, for Christ. Of course, who else could I be referring to? And just the last week, she made a video. Wonderful expose on me. Wonderful, I must say. And some of it was actually kind of true. But most of it was, unfortunately, not. So we're going to go with that. But let's have a cigarette because for old time's sake, we're going to do this.
Man, Shanny put out lies about you on the internet? No, say it ain't so. Shanny lies? No idea. But yeah, Chris used to make videos a good bit. Chris used to make videos with Shanny. Like, he used to smoke a cigarette every time they streamed. Daily reminder, Shanny and Rev are as useless as a screen door on a submarine. That's true.
Might as well do it right? I won't like so long, not like she did. Now, in the video she made, that's something like, get over it, I'm over it, you get over it, move on, I moved on, so you moved on, or some diddly shit like that. She'll probably delete the video as soon as in the morning, probably be gone in the morning. It says, no points. If you didn't grab it now, you probably missed it. So I advise if you want it for your own future use or prosperity, you better act quick. But let's see, where should we start? There's so much I can start with. So much. Like, listen to that video. It's like, let's go into the fact that she worked. She made a big argument about how she worked and I made her work and I ruined her body because she had to work. What she didn't tell you is that every day that she went to work, I met her. I actually physically went to her work and walked her back home every day, like clockwork. You know, another thing that she brought up is the fact that I had multiple affairs, which is not true. I only had one Uno affair, which I'm not downplayed, I'm not lied about, I've not even made excuses for. What I did was wrong, and I know it was wrong. I never, and to this day, I still not justify my actions. I should have been more of an adult and broke up the proper way, but I didn't know how. You know? So yeah, it was a moment of weakness on my part. I admit it.
He admits it. It was a moment of weakness on his part. He's an adult about this. I should have broken up with her. I should have done the thing. I wouldn't mind a ciggy this morning. I can't smoke cigarettes, man. Like, I can't smoke them anymore. The smell and the taste just aren't nice for me. Well, I worked last night and just sat up to do brunch, then back to work tonight and off tomorrow. Ooh, fun. My partner thinks Chris looks like every uncle they've ever known. He does. He does. Huh. It's weird. Yeah, it is milk. Milk showed up. Waffles or pancakes? Ooh, waffles. Because you can take those waffles and you can make really good waffle sandwiches. And they got little things, little dips in them so that you can, like, have little pools of syrup. Yeah. Chris actually looks like a nephew and uncle I have, just better groomed. The NPC uncle. He is an NPC uncle. Waffles. Pancakes. Waffles. Both. Waffles. You are welcome. We are over here doing the important things in life. Making breakfast choices for Dee.
I was wrong. I moved forward. That's not who I am. But did I cheat on her the whole marriage? Nah. And you know what's funny? You know, she says, oh, he just had me whenever, you know, he just used me for sex. But your biggest complaint about us during our marriage was our sex and your lack
Good morning, dude brother.
which makes no sense, you know. Let's see. Another little fun thing she said in that video was when she was talking about the time she had to try to kill herself after she found that I cheated or whatever. And how she tried so hard to cut herself, but nothing would cut her skin. You know why? It wasn't because she had magic, tough, scaled skin that did it. It was the fact that I spent 2.5 hours fighting everything she had to keep her from hurting herself in front of her children. May I add, her children were present, and they were coming outside to see what was going on several times. several times. And I told him, hey, boys, go outside. This is okay. Well, mommy's okay. Well, I'm working on it or whatever.
You're
It's
kind
because
of
I
right
spent
there,
2.5
dude.
hours
Also, good morning.
wrestling with her to make sure that she would not hurt herself like a freaking idiot like she was.
Yeah. That's a good reason for her to not have hurt herself. Does no one care that some in here could have deadly peanut allergies? Well, no. Chris deserves a Medal of Honor and a Purple Heart for having sex with Shanny. He survived. He did survive. He survived, and he got out with his house and his shit still intact. Good for him. You have to have peanut butter on waffles and pancakes, not just butter like a cave person. See, Crow gets it. Good Lord, those kids must have mad anxiety. Oh, yes. Yes. Which, well, plays into the whole youngest child saying that he wanted to die and it felt like the world was ending when they were getting evicted and Shanny was acting the way that she was. Surviving Shanny sounds like a good-ass documentary. You know what? That would be a good-ass documentary. If it was done right. I want pancakes, though. Damn it, I want pancakes. Y'all are making me hungry. Now I want pancakes? Like, I can't cook. I don't have a kitchen. Damn it. Pancake. Survived harms. Figured as much. It's my grade school all over again. Thank goodness I have to eat it for me to be affected. And thank goodness we're all over the internet and all in different parts of the world so the peanut butter won't affect you. Yeah, pancakes. Either 60 Minutes or one of those scary ex-lover Hallmark movies. Ooh. No, even better. It's a scary ex-lover Lifetime movie. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, thank you, Dee. Good night, pancakes.
Yeah, she did. She tried to use axe, she tried to use cinders, she tried to anything she can grab. She tried to cut herself with, and I was there to fight all off it. But she won't tell that part of the story. No, she can't tell that part of the story. For her narrative to be true, I have to be complete and utter asshole, which means we should have to bring her integrity into question. Now, if she felt this strongly that all this stuff at the beginning, then why would she, talk so highly of me? And granted, yes, I did cheat. I did those awful things. That was awful, wrong, my part. And yes, I said I was a bad person. Not because I was cheating on her. That was code for me cheating on her. It was more the fact is that's kind of how I view myself as pretty not a good person. I never really held myself as a good person. I never will. I mean, I'm as far as I'm concerned, I'm as rotten to the core as they come. I realize that.
Now, see, I give Chris a lot of credit here, like for this video, because he knows who he is. He knows what he's about. He knows how he feels about himself. And he's going to tell you, this is how I feel about myself. Someone should send this video to Shanny again. Because, Chris did apologize. He did admit fault. He said that he did wrong. But the only reason Shanny won't acknowledge this video is because of the fact that, well, he also holds her accountable. He holds her accountable. He calls out where she was wrong. He tells you what actually happened. I have a guilty pleasure for Lifetime movies. So do I. I fucking love Lifetime movies. For no real reason. I respect this dude. Yeah. Like, I respect his honesty and I commend him for it. There we go. Connected to TV. Cool. In the Lifetime original movie, Rev stars as himself as he goes from riches to the poorhouse. Rev in Surviving Shanny. A Tale of Two Harms. A Tale of Two Harms? Oh my god. A Tale of Two Harms?
I'm what you like to call POSFL, which is piece of shit for life. That's me. But if you're so over it, then why do you keep bringing me up? Why do you keep bringing up the past? If you're moving on with your life, if you're getting the attention you want, which your claim you get this attention, then why do you need to go on YouTube and pity me, Chris is stalking me, Chris is creeping on me? Do you think I have better things to do than creep my ex fucking wife? I want nothing to do with you. That's why I've not made a video about you since the last time I did, like a year ago. And I've let you talk your shit. And I've let you talk your shit. I know what people say because we have people that keep me filled in on what you keep all the mad shit when you're talking mad shit about me. I've known forever. You talk a lot of mad shit, but you don't want your other viewers know that you've just been. You don't want your normal viewers that you got suckered in to know that you're actually not innocent and you're not by any means without fault in the situation. Yes, I did what I did. I did. I needed out. Because you know what? I mean, in the 6 years, 7 years where we were married, however long it was, I don't remember, and I really don't care. It's a long part of my life I just like to forget and move on with. And if she can honestly do her part, honestly move on, that would be fucking fantastic. For you, Shanny, for Christ, good for you. I'm honestly, legitly happy for you. Couldn't be happier. Because you weren't satisfied with me, and you never were going to be. So if anything, you should be thanking me for what I did. Because if I didn't do what I did, you'd still be stuck in shitty old Duluth, Minnesota, in the cold winters, struggling to survive in life. But you don't have to do that no more. No. You got it pretty fucking good. Good for you. You finally got your dream.
Did he say lawn and not long? Yes, it's called the Shanny effect. Yeah. Dragon Co. interviewed him at one point, right? Yeah, do believe it happened on the Geek Rooms channel. It should still be up. But yeah, he's been interviewed a few times. Every single time Mango laughs, I can't help but to laugh myself. Well, laughter is contagious.
Don't fuck it up, but you will. You will. You will. You really are good at that. You're really, really fucking good at mess fucking shit up. Like you're like a pro. Like you can ruin any relationship you touch. I mean, and that's just it. You talk shit, you talk mad shit about me. And a public forum, you let everyone know your dirty laundry. You've not moved on from this. And I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you just forget I was born. I wish you would just fucking...
Merry sunshine. My snort. Thank you. You're a doll, and I love you. Hold on, I gotta update the thingy. There's the thingy. There's the thingy. Doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Boop. There it goes. Because as always, I feel as though when people do stuff, I should update you and keep y'all in the loop. Ta-da. Bam. Sweet. All right. Southerners drop the G too, but that's the accent. Yeah, that's mostly the accent. It also depends on like what I'm talking about, and who I'm talking to. I try my best to use my G's whenever I'm like talking to corporate or like my direct supervisor. But
I'm dead. And that's fine with me. Consider me dead. If that helps you move on, then fine. But if you continually want to do this, you're only going to bring more heartache and pain to yourself. Because I'm not talking shit about you. I'm not. I'm just stating the fact. You know, if you're so happy and you're so fulfilled, then act like it. But you're not acting like it. You're acting like a spoiled little bitch. Sorry. You don't like it? Well, you know, that's life for you sometimes, you know. What you going to do? But at the end of the day, you just got to let it go. You really need to let it go. And just really let it go. And just like, you know, stop being paranoid because I'm not creeping on you because why the fuck would I want to creep on you? I got so.
that's actually a really valid question. Why would Chris be creeping on you? Do you want him to be creeping on you? Because he's not, and you're accusing him of creeping on you. What you gonna do? Shanny throws arms.
much more going on in my life more than just some stupid annoyance that just runs her fucking mouth 24/7, talking shit, burning every bridge she has. It's pretty funny too. It's really funny. You burn every fucking bridge you go on. You burn every relationship you're in. She broke up with me. Yeah. Just waiting for the day. Just waiting for it. Because it's coming. It is coming. And maybe in this ranty video, you got some kind of answer to what your translation, or if it made any sense to you. I don't really fucking care either way. I just figured, you know what? Why the fuck not? It's getting old. It's getting tired.
Look, sometimes all Shanny has is, you know, sitting down and ranting, getting her jumbled up weird little thoughts out there. Her history rewrites. It's strange. Just heard a loud bang, and I don't know where or what it was. So where this apartment can be creepy sometimes. Yeah, I fucking hate when that happens. I also hate like whenever I have to go downstairs to do something here. The way that the balcony is, like you can feel it move and you can hear it move, and I'm just like, nope, nope, nerp. If he was creeping, he'd have made a catfish account and thrown a couple coins her way. Probably, yeah. But he's not creeping. He's just living life. Shanny should hook up with Christian. You know, Christian actually has a girlfriend. They are in a relationship. And I think that this girlfriend might be good for them, maybe. He still did what he did to his mother. Like, it's still a thing. But, you know, I don't think Christian should be back on the internet, personally. I think that they should stay well enough away. Know what I mean?
Tiresome. So Shannon, for Christ, truly move on with your life. Truly. Like, You got everything going good for you. You can sing your ass. You can play video game. You can smoke your weed. You can do all that. You have your kids. You have your husband. Fucking stop focusing on me, bitch. You know? Stop, because you're wasting your fucking time. You're wasting your fucking time because I don't give two shits about what you have to say. Because everything you say is a lie or half truth at best. You know? And, people are, they're not as stupid as you think. I mean, I think you think you got them by the balls, but you really don't. But that's about all I got.
It's actually a very fair point on his part. Because, Shanny did have Rev. She had the money. She had the ability to do what she wanted when she wanted. And she would spend that time of what she wanted when she wanted talking about Chris. And she never moved the fuck on. To this day, she still goes on about Chris. This video was made 4 years ago, and she still brings up Chris. She had Rev talk about Chris. And they blame Chris for messing up the kids. No, that's on Shanny. That's on Shanny. Chris Shan is so obscene I can't form a coherent thought on the situation. Shanny only has Rev's balls in her mitts. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for Chris Chan. And Milky was here. Milky fucking loves following Chris Chan. So Milky has a bunch of thoughts and a bunch of information.
Some people got to work for a living, Shanny, for Christ. So I'm going to end the video there. But, you just keep talking your shit because that's what you're going to do. It's you're known for. In fact, I'm sure you're going to get wind of this. And in fact, I hope you do. And I hope that if anything else you do, this one little piece of fucking advice. Who the fuck on? Because
no, kitty cat.
And if you keep wanting to engage me in a fight, you're not going to get it. So give up. Stop giving up. I'm dead as far as you're concerned. And I think that's perfectly respectful. We can both exist. Or not. Choice is yours. I don't give a fuck what you do anymore. You're not my problem. You're not my problem anymore. So, odd out.
Y'all are disgusting. Don't do that. Jesus. Okay. So, that's Chris. And that, you know what? Let's check in with Tony one last time before we go. We'll listen to a little bit of Tony. Tony, what you up to?
How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the satellite crimes and the MK Ultra crimes of previous presidents and government agencies, and the crimes.
We're already off to a fantastic start, Tony. Thank you.
Of when these people became presidents, if people would have known what they had done to me when I was little and what they had done to my parents, none of these people would have been presidents. Or some of them, most of them would not be in certain branches of government. Or they wouldn't have been governors or mayors.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? And yet they're still terrorizing me, burning me with satellite transmissions. They're burning my crotch. And they've been hitting me in the face and teeth. See, that's why they have to reveal the history of what these people have done to me, because people want to know which people would not have had legal right being presidents or governors or mayors or police chiefs or court judges. You understand that? Some of these people would have never made it into the presidency or high-ranking positions of government or law enforcement.
I'll let you finish in a second, Tony. I only have a very broad understanding of it. I struggle to get through the lore. That's understandable. The Christian lore is very deep. It's very troublesome. It's full of a lot of people. His mouth sounds painful. Yes, his mouth is probably very painful. The satellite man and his lasers getting him all the time. It's uncomfortable and not cool. Lore enforcement. I'm trying to figure out exactly what Tony is on about, but here's the thing. If Tony Chase ever starts making sense to you, go talk to someone. If the things that come out of Tony Chase's mouth start making sense, call a therapist. Call a psychiatrist. Call someone to get yourself some assistance. Is that an Epstein impersonator? Unfortunately, no. This is just Tony Chase. This is how Tony's brain works. Or what's left of it. I can only assume he's done a lot of drugs.
See, that's the point of freedom of press facts and court records that they legally covered up. It's very serious, isn't it?
I never noticed that
Yet
until
they're
Crow
still
pointed it out.
in
Yeah.
their actions of their crimes, they're still abusing me with satellites. And there's these people that raped me physically, these men that stole from my genetics, these people that illegally.
Okay. Friendly reminder. According to Tony Chase, the government has stolen his semen to make babies. They stole his semen to make babies. He said that he could have hundreds of children out there, which is a very scary thought. Hundreds of little Tony Chases running around. Too much.
Officially inseminated people of their political families. Pretty serious. Well, just like the facts of law and the facts of history, who they are, where they came from, and what they've done has to be revealed to the public of the country.
So that's Tony. How? Did they diddle his pee-pee in his sleep? Maybe? I don't know. But that's what he says. They also stole his inches. And they stole his height. And by inches, I mean his dick. They're stealing inches off of his dick. So delivery man meets high-tech government. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That would be it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tony. It was lovely catching up with you. We will catch up with Tony again sometime very soon because everyone loves some Tony Chase. And huge thank you to Miss Parker for introducing us to Tony Chase. We love Tony. Also, please remember, Tony is one of those cows that we observe and we do not interact. If I catch any one of y'all fucking with Tony Chase, we're going to have an issue. Because Tony doesn't do no harm to anyone. Tony lives in his house. He does temp jobs and pays his bills. He takes care of himself, minus his teeth, because the government man is stealing them. So that's where those extra inches came from on mine. Got it. I was going to say aliens. Close enough. Yeah. That's close enough. This is not a petting zoo. Hands and feet in the red. Yes, you keep your hands and your feet in the chat at all times. Now, Tony is why we need lithium in the water. Please, God, no. I'm convincing Tony to dig up Lake Alice. He honestly probably would. He's the buffalo you don't want to mess with. But again, thank you all for being here. As always, in the description, you'll find the Petty Fam. You'll find the Black Beans, Tito, and Yato. Tito is funnier than Yato. You'll find the stream purse I'm on the shared StreamYard with. You'll find my master list of U.S. resources for things like, domestic violence resources, reproductive health resources, LGBTQIA plus resources. Yeah. Coming up here very, very soon, y'all can catch me on brunch. There's the link to brunch. So, go bug lizard while I torture everyone with terrible food. Love you too, Crow. And of course, it has been a fantastic morning. Y'all are all wonderful people. After this is over, if you want to throw something into the Small Human Help Fund, then by all means feel free to. Whatever goal is left over today, it will roll over to tomorrow. Yeah. So y'all have an excellent rest of your day, a wonderful tomorrow, and I will see y'all around. Bye.